Welcome to Drawing Time with David. I'm David. Before we make our picture, we will practice the lines and shapes that we will use in it. In today's picture, we will use a circle. So practice drawing circles. You can draw a few different circles. We will need a straight line. Practice drawing straight lines. In fact, we'll be using parallel straight lines. So that's like drawing straight lines that follow the exact same path next to each other. Practice drawing parallel lines. Okay? We will need a triangle. Like that. And an oval. It's like taking one of these circles and stretching it out. So try making some ovals. Oh yeah, some zigzag lines as well. Okay, that should just about do it for our picture. I'm going to erase this stuff. You can either erase your practice shapes and lines, or just turn your paper over, or even get a new piece of paper. However you want to do it. Okay, we're going to start in sort of the top middle-ish part of our paper. So find the middle and maybe go up a little bit or just kind of stay around there. It's not so super important. I'm going to come over a little bit right there, and I'm going to start by making a sort of smallish circle. Okay, that's it. It's a start. Just make a circle in sort of the middle of your paper. Now, I'm going to make two parallel lines that go off sort of diagonally away. I'm going to start at this spot on the circle and that spot on the circle. So here's one straight line that's going diagonally away. And then I'm going to make a parallel line starting from the opposite side of the circle. A parallel line like that, and about the same length. Now to connect those two, I'm going to make a curved line like that. And coming out of this, I'm going to make two more parallel lines with another circle at the end like that. And how about maybe two more parallel lines like that with a circle coming out like that. Okay. Now I'm going to add some zigzag lines to the outline of the circle to sort of make some detail. And this is looking more and more, if I add some squiggly lines in there, maybe a couple lines like that, like a log. And these are a couple of branches that were still sticking out of the log. Say log. When you say the word log, the first sound that you make is ul. And here in the word log, we get the ul sound from the letter L. Watch how I make a letter L. It's a straight line up and down, and then at the bottom, a line comes out like that. Okay? Go ahead and make your letter L, which gives the ul sound in log. La, ah. We need an ah sound. There is a letter that gives us ah, and that letter is O. Watch how I make the letter O. It's just like an oval, an up and down oval. Go ahead and make the letter O, which gives the ah sound, in log. If we were to take these two letters and their sounds and try to read them like a word by combining them, we would have la, la, la. But do we make a la? No, we didn't make a la. We made a log. We need one more sound. If you think that sound is the g sound, and that here in the word log we get the g sound from the letter G, well then you are correct. Watch how I make the letter G. It's like a letter C with a line that goes straight into the middle. Now we have the letters, which gives us the sounds to make a word. And we have to squeeze those sounds together to make it happen. Sound them out with me. L, A, G. L, A, G. Now let's squeeze them together. Log, log, log. We did it. We made a log. You don't always see a log just sitting there in an open, like in the middle of the air. It kind of looks like a log is floating, right? Well, in fact, our log is floating, but it's not floating in the air, it's floating in a pond. So around this log, I'm going to make a pond. I'm going to start here on one edge of those parallel lines and make an oval, and it can even go off the paper. I'm just going to pretend that it's going off the paper and come back around, and it's going to go off the paper. I'm not going to draw on my wall. Back around like that. Now we have a log that has fallen into a pond. And lots of times in a pond that has a log on it, there might be a turtle that is sunbathing on the log. So make a little circle or an ovally circle and another little oval. Oh, my marker's kind of dying a little bit. And four little tiny rectangles and maybe a little tiny triangle at the end for the tail. And now we have a turtle on our log. And if you are trying to catch a big, delicious bass, and you're at a pond or a lake, you might try to find some fallen logs because they like to hide and find food under the shade, and I don't know, it seems to be a good habitat for big, delicious bass. So I'm gonna make an oval and a triangle for a tail and a little circle for an eye, and maybe another triangle for a fin and some straight lines, some little curved lines for gills, and now we can have some bass. Maybe a couple more. Okay. Yeah, now we're talking. And then maybe you are going to go out and you suddenly got very, very skinny and you have a fishing pole and you have a line cast into the water and there's a bobber and some ripples on the water and there's a hook down at the bottom, and that bass is going to bite onto the worm that's on the hook, and then you're going to catch it and go home and eat it for supper. And we'll make some tall grasses around the pond because it's a little hidden spot out there that only you can find because it's your best fishing hole, and it's the best kept secret in the world, or something like that. Maybe a couple more waves, and there we go. We've done it. We've made a log floating in a pond with a turtle and some delicious bass, which you can catch with the worm on your hook. All right. When you make your picture, well, when you finish it, maybe you should color it in and give the bass some really fun colors if you want to add some more fish, or maybe a duck. Maybe you could try drawing a duck in the pond. I don't know. Make the picture yours. Maybe it's sunny out. Maybe you get a sun or some rain clouds and it starts raining. Oh no, wouldn't that be terrible to ruin your fishing day? I don't know. I'd love to see it though. So you can post it to social media using hashtag DrawingTimeWithDavid, and I'll take a look at it, and I'm sure I'll think it's great. We have just taken a series of small steps to create a wonderful work of art. Now go and take your next smallest step towards creating your best life. Goodbye.